We often hear the phrase chosen ones. It almost sounds like a myth, a legend. But what if I told you that the chosen ones aren't born? They're made. They are forged through tests that most people never even recognize. These tests are not physical, not something you can see with your eyes or measure with tools. They are spiritual, mental, and emotional. The hardest challenges one can face. Few people go through them, and even fewer pass. Most women chosen for exploration, discovery, and restoration grow from the experience of their oppression, and even fewer pass. But those who do emerge forever changed. You see, life itself is a test. Not everyone gets the same test, though. There are levels to this, and the deeper you go, the more intense the challenges become. The chosen ones are willing to face the hardest tests, not because they want to, but because they have no other choice. They feel a deep, unshakable pull, an inner calling that tells them, you must go through this. It's not optional, and it's certainly not glamorous. These tests will push you to the edge, forcing you to question everything, even who you think you are. But if you can endure them, you will come out on the other side transformed. The journey begins when you are asked to confront the truth of who you truly are. We spend so much time building an image of ourselves, a mask we show to the world. We define ourselves by our jobs, relationships, and possessions. The first test strips all of that away. It forces you to look in the mirror and see yourself without the mask. This moment is terrifying for most people, because it feels like staring into the abyss. Who are you when you're not being defined by the external world? Who are you when everything you thought you were is stripped away? Many people can't handle this test. They retreat into the comfort of their illusions. But the chosen ones, the ones destined for something greater, do not turn away. They stand there, staring into the abyss, and ask themselves the hardest question. Who am I really? The truth often isn't flattering. It reveals your flaws, insecurities, and the lies you've told yourself. But only by confronting these truths can you begin the process of transformation. It's like burning away old, dead wood to make space for new growth. Without this reckoning, no progress can be made. We live in a world filled with constant noise, social media, work, friends, family. To pass this test, you must be willing to be alone, not just physically alone, but mentally and emotionally alone. You must sit with yourself in silence and confront your thoughts, fears, and desires. In that silence, you'll begin to hear something else. A voice that has always been there but has been drowned out by the world's noise. This is your inner voice, your true self, calling out to you. Most people are afraid of silence because they fear what they might hear. The quiet reveals the things we've been avoiding, doubts, regrets, and the parts of ourselves we'd rather ignore. But the chosen ones embrace it. They know that in silence lies the truth. It is during isolation that you begin to understand that you are enough. You don't need external validation to define your worth. This realization is both liberating and frightening, as it requires you to take full responsibility for your life. To pass this test, you must let go of everything. Grudges, expectations, disappointments. We carry the weight of the past, and it drags us down. Letting go doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you stop clinging. You trust that what is meant for you will come, and what is not will fall away. Letting go is not a one-time act. It's a constant process. Just when you think you've mastered it, life throws something at you that makes you want to cling again. Exercise 282, gentlemen. Letting go doesn't mean you've mastered it. Letting go doesn't mean. Letting go is not a one-time act. It's a constant process. Just when you think you've achieved something, comfort. It reminds you why you started down. It's in these moments that you must ask, am I willing to let go even of this? This test is especially challenging because it often involves loss. You may lose relationships, opportunities, or even parts of yourself you once held dear. But in letting go, you create space for something greater to enter your life. It's a painful but necessary step in the journey. This test has broken even the strongest of souls. During the dark night of the soul, everything you thought you knew, your beliefs, your purpose, crumbles. Relationships fall apart, careers vanish, and your sense of self disintegrates. But this phase is not a punishment, it's a purification. It strips away everything that is not truly you. In the darkest moments, you can find your deepest light. If you endure, most people fall into despair during this phase. They feel abandoned by life, questioning why they must suffer so deeply. But the chosen ones, however, do not give up. They trust that the darkness is temporary, that there is light at the end of the tunnel, even when they can't see it yet. The night of the soul is a crucible. It burns away the inessential, leaving only what is real and eternal. Those who emerge from this test are not the same as they were before. They are stronger, wiser, and more attuned to their true selves. The test of faith requires you to trust in yourself, in life, and the unseen. When you are in the night of the soul, faith is what keeps you moving forward. Faith is not about ignoring pain or pretending everything is okay. It's about acknowledging the pain, feeling it fully, and still choosing to believe in a greater purpose. This test teaches you to surrender control and trust the process. It's about believing in the possibility of a brighter future, even when all evidence points to the contrary. Faith is the bridge between despair and hope, and it's what allows the chosen ones to keep going. This test is not about strength, it's about letting go of control. We humans love to plan, strategize, and shape our lives, but life doesn't always follow our plans. The chosen ones understand that control is an illusion. They surrender to the flow of life, trusting that it will take them where they need to go. Surrendering doesn't mean giving up. It means aligning with a power far greater than your own. This test requires humility. It asks you to accept that you don't have all the answers, and that it's okay to not know what's next. In surrendering, you find freedom. This is the most profound test of all. It's not about endurance, but realization. It's the moment when the veil is lifted, and you see the world and yourself as they truly are. The final test is about awakening to your purpose and understanding that all the struggles and tests were designed to bring you closer to this truth. You are not separate from life. You are life itself, expressed through a unique journey. Awakening is not a destination. It's a way of being. It's living in alignment with your highest self, fully present and fully alive. Once you awaken to this truth, everything changes. You no longer feel the need to control because you see that life is unfolding perfectly. You no longer search for purpose because you realize you are already living it. The tests never truly end. Life will continue to challenge you, to push you to grow. But once you've passed these core tests, you'll face them with a new perspective. You'll understand that each challenge is an opportunity to deepen your connection with your true self and the universe. The chosen ones are not special because they are exempt from hardship. They are special because they face their hardships head-on, trusting that every trial is part of a greater plan. They emerge not unscathed, but stronger, wiser, and more alive than ever before. And so, the question remains, will you take the tests?